And we are back on Canton's Morning News, and really want to talk about a special project that is happening here in Canton that actually you may not be aware of, and I think is so cool and probably very historical, and something that a lot of people will really want to take their time to find out more about and invest in. And I have a very special committee with me this morning. And if you are on our Facebook page or on Twitter right now, or also going to our YouTube channel, you can check it out because we're live streaming there as well right now, but also as you hear us on the air on 1480 WHBC. I have the committee right now who is doing the fundraising campaign and actually making it happen, a statue in honor of Marion Motley. And I have with us this morning Antonio Hall, RJ Van Allman, Dave Jingo, and Jill Thomas. Hi, guys.
Hi. Hey, good morning.
Good morning. So, okay, first of all, tell me a little bit about how this whole thing got started and what made you decide to put the statue of Marion Motley up here in Canton and Stark County.
Well, all of us being very tied to our community and being tied to the history of our community, felt individually that it was time that a local hero be recognized. And with me being an educator here in the Canton area for 5 years, and not one of my students knowing who Marion Motley was and the legacy that he left, I felt it was a travesty and something needed to be done about it. And so I reached out to my good buddy Dave Jingo, because he had a piece in the movie that he made a few years ago called Timeless Rivals that talked about Marion Motley breaking the color barrier in professional sports. And I reached out to him just to see if there was some information he could give me to maybe try to shop around, get some funds, try to get something together to honor Marion Motley. And just so happened that he had just recorded a PBS documentary about Marion Motley breaking the color barrier. And so we have all this data. And then Joe Thomas was working with him. RJ Van Allman came on a little bit later once he found out our efforts, and we just kind of collaboratively, put our minds together, put our efforts together, and said, hey, let's do a statue. And not only let's do a statue, but let's commemorate more what he did for society and for changing the world through athletics, more so than what he did in athletics. Although that is renowned and still holds weight. I mean, he still holds the NFL record today for most yards per attempt, still all these years later. And, he's a Canton guy. He's a Browns guy. He's a local hero. So it's only befitting that we finally do something about it.
Yeah, and Dave, maybe you can give a little bit of a history about breaking the color barrier, because that was something that when Antonio told me about that, I thought, wow, that's pretty amazing. And it is true that I think a lot of people are not aware of.
Yeah, it's kind of amazing that people aren't aware of it. Yeah, he played football here at Canton. Canton McKinley was a great star for our Bulldogs, and went on and ended up playing for the Cleveland Browns. The franchise started in 1946, and that was the year that Paul Brown wanted to bring Marion Motley on. And what was significant about that was he was one of 4 African Americans to play professional football that year. They had been banned unofficially for about 20 years from playing in the NFL and other professional leagues. So it was significant, but it did not seem to get the attention that you would think it would. I think partly because it wasn't baseball. Baseball was the big sport back then. But it was a year before Jackie Robinson broke the color barrier in baseball, and that made it really significant, I think. In fact, Branch Rickey, the owner of the Dodgers, was following what was going on very closely with the Browns and the Rams and their 2 African-American players to see how it played out. And that actually played a part in him bringing Jackie Robinson up to the big leagues.
So we have the idea for the statue. You've made the decision. You're moving forward with it. Tell us where it's going to be located and how that's going to happen.
I can take that. Well, we have been in contact with the Canton Parks and Rec Department. They have been more than willing to help us out. We looked at several locations. A lot of people have given some ideas for locations, but those things all needed approval, so we couldn't put it wherever we wanted. But like I said, the Parks and Rec Department has been great. It's going to be in Stadium Park on the little triangle space that leads right up to the Pro Football Hall of Fame in Benson Stadium. There's going to be, the statue's going to be there. There's going to be a wall there. In addition to the wall, you can have your name memorialized on there as well. There are bricks that you can purchase. We can talk about that when we talk about how you guys all can help us get the funding and pay for this wall. But the statue, it's going to be pretty amazing. You know, a gateway to the Hall of Fame. Fitting that Motley's statue is in, his bust is in there, and then there's going to be a statue outside for everyone to see as well before you make your way up there.
Yeah, we certainly want to talk about the fundraising efforts. So explain a little bit about, you know, what you're doing right now to raise money to get the statue and the wall put up, and how you want folks to help.
I'll take that
You're
as
doing
well.
very well.
So we have a fundraising campaign that we started, I think it's been about 2 weeks ago, where individuals can donate, businesses can donate. We have also reached out to Thomas West, hoping that he can help us get some funding, possibly from the state or some grants. We have a meeting with John Marion, who is on City Council. We're going to talk to him as well and see if this is something that the city wants to help participate in. You know, this started with just us. So anyone else that wants to join in and help us out getting funding to get this going would be greatly appreciated. Like I said, we have a fundraising campaign. If you as an individual or as a business would like to help out, we have single brick covers that are going to be started at $150, double brick covers, $500. You know, different levels of giving, $1,000, $2,500, $5,000, $7,500, $10,000. You know, there's going to be a plaque there that your name will be on, and you know, that's something that's going to be there forever. Christmas is right around the corner. I know, you know, maybe you don't know what to get as a gift for somebody, for a loved one, you know, somebody that already has everything. I bet you they don't have a brick with their name on it. You know,
And it doesn't hurt that the Cleveland Browns are 9-3 this year, right?
Go
Right.
Browns.
Yeah, see, it's a little hard for me to say. It's okay, it's all right though. I think it's awesome, and this is a great. I mean, what a great gift for Browns fans this year, especially, in any year, obviously. But for folks who are historians and who just, you know, love the history of the Browns and Canton, McKinley, and all of that. Again, give the information on how folks can make the donation, and if they want to get more information, who should they contact?
So we also have a Facebook page. It is Marion Motley Honoring His Legacy. If you want to get on Facebook, go join that group. There's information there. The check you can make out to the Greater Canton Amateur Sports Hall of Fame. Just put Marion Motley Memorial Fund in the memo line. We have a PayPal. If you look up Motley Memorial, you can send money via PayPal. We have a P.O. box. I don't know if you have that you can put up there as well if you want to mail the check. P.O. Box 9731. And that's at the post office there on Cleveland Avenue. So 2650 Cleveland Avenue Northwest, Canton, Ohio 44711. The Greater Canton Amateur Sports Hall of Fame has been amazing also. They've partnered with us in helping us out so that we can get those funds to come in through them as well.
I think it's a great thing that you guys are doing, and like you said, perfect gift, and it'll live on forever. If people want to find us, they can go to our website, whbc.com, also on our Facebook page and Twitter, and I know that RJ will share it all over the place on social media so that you can find it and take a listen back to the interview if you want to do that. And I appreciate you coming on. Antonio, thank you so much for getting in touch. And any other time you want to come on and we can promote this and keep it going, we would absolutely love to do that for you.
Thank you, Pam and WHBC, for always helping out the community and always getting the word out for us.
Have a good one.
You too.
Thank you.
Thank you.